Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. In the vast, silent depths of our oceans, there exists a consciousness so alien, it forces us to question the very definition of intelligence. It's a mind that isn't singular, but distributed across its body. A being that wears its thoughts on its skin and tastes with its arms. Today, we are exploring the profound world of the octopus. When we think of intelligent life, we usually picture primates or dolphins, vertebrates like us. The octopus shatters that mold. Our last common ancestor was a simple, worm-like creature over 600 million years ago. This means the octopus' complex brain and incredible cognitive skills evolved entirely on their own, a separate path to intelligence. In a very real sense, they are the closest thing we have to an intelligent alien on our own planet. This isn't just speculation. Octopuses are proven master escape artists, capable of unscrewing jars from the inside, unfastening knots, and squeezing their boneless bodies through openings smaller than their own eyeballs. They even use tools. Scientists have observed them carrying coconut shells, assembling them later to create a mobile shelter. This ability to plan for a future need is a clear sign of higher-order thinking. In labs, they show a playful curiosity, manipulating objects in a way that suggests they're doing more than just looking for food. Perhaps the most mind-bending aspect of the octopus is how its mind is physically structured. We have a centralized nervous system. Our brain is the command center. An octopus, however, has a radically distributed system. A common octopus has about 500 million neurons, similar to a small dog. But here's the twist. 2/3 of those neurons aren't in its central brain. They are spread throughout its 8 arms. This has led to the idea that an octopus has 9 brains. While it has one central brain for learning and decision-making, each arm contains a complex cluster of nerve cells, a sort of mini-brain, that can act with a stunning degree of autonomy. An arm can control its own movements and even make simple decisions without direct input from the central brain. If an arm is severed, it can continue to move and respond to touch for hours. This is a brilliant evolutionary solution for managing 8 incredibly flexible, boneless limbs, each covered in thousands of suckers that can taste and touch at the same time. This decentralized system raises fascinating questions. If an arm can act on its own, does it have its own sliver of experience? Is an octopus consciousness a unified whole, or is it a committee of semi-independent minds working together? It's a mystery we're just beginning to explore. The weirdness doesn't stop there. An octopus' skin is a high-resolution screen for its thoughts. They are unparalleled masters of camouflage, able to mimic rocks, sand, or seaweed almost perfectly. But their skin is much more than that. It's a form of communication, a canvas where emotions and intentions are displayed in real time. This is accomplished by 3 types of specialized cells: chromatophores for color, iridophores for shimmer, and leucophores for whiteness. All are under direct neural control, allowing for complex, flashing patterns to ripple across their body in milliseconds. These displays are a visual language, used to signal to mates, rivals, and predators. But they may also be an external readout of the octopus' internal state. Researchers have seen octopuses changing color in their sleep, leading to speculation that they might be dreaming, replaying the day's events in a silent, colorful monologue. Rapid color flashes during startling events suggest a direct link between their inner emotional state and their outer appearance. Beyond their incredible skin, octopuses are also brilliant learners with both short-term and long-term memory. They can navigate mazes, solve complex puzzles for a food reward, and even learn by watching others. In one famous experiment, an octopus figured out how to open a jar to get a crab inside, simply by observing another octopus do it first. This capacity for observational learning is a cornerstone of culture in many species, and to see it in a solitary creature like the octopus is astonishing. They can even recognize individual humans, sometimes greeting one person with a gentle exploration and squirting a jet of water at another they seem to dislike. All of this complex behavior led to a landmark moment in 2012. A group of prominent neuroscientists issued the Cambridge Declaration on Consciousness. It stated that the evidence indicates non-human animals, including octopuses, have the neurological hardware for consciousness. They were officially placed in the same category as birds and mammals, beings we more readily accept as sentient. To understand how this alien mind came to be, we have to look at the evolutionary pressures that forged it. The ancestors of the modern octopus lost their protective outer shell. This was a huge gamble. Suddenly, these soft-bodied creatures were vulnerable in an ocean filled with predators. Without armor, they had to survive on their wits alone. This is believed to be the primary driving force that kick-started their journey toward high intelligence. They had to become expert hunters to catch well-defended prey like crabs, and brilliant escape artists to avoid becoming prey themselves. Recent genetic research supports this idea. A 2022 study found that octopuses have a huge diversity of microRNAs in their neural tissue. These are tiny molecules that regulate gene activity, and a similar explosion of microRNAs is linked to the evolution of complex brains in vertebrates like us. It's a stunning example of convergent evolution at the molecular level, two completely separate lineages independently arriving at a similar genetic toolkit for building a powerful brain. The octopus forces us to confront deep philosophical questions. The philosopher Thomas Nagel asked, "What is it like to be a bat?" But the octopus presents an even deeper challenge. What is it like to have 8 arms that can think for themselves? What is it like to taste the world through your skin? What is it like to see the world not in color, but in the polarization of light, a sensory dimension we can barely imagine? Their distributed nervous system even challenges the idea that a single organism has a single, unified consciousness. It's possible an octopus experiences a collection of different subjective states simultaneously. For all we've learned from observing them, the inner workings of the octopus brain have been a black box. But new technology is starting to change that. In a groundbreaking study from 2025, researchers in Japan succeeded in recording the brainwaves of a free-moving octopus for the first time. This was a huge technical challenge. By implanting a tiny data logger into the brain area responsible for learning and memory, they recorded its activity for hours. They found brainwave patterns similar to those in mammals, but also a completely new, large, slow-wave pattern never seen in any other animal. We don't know what it means yet, but it's the first step toward decoding the neural language of the octopus. This growing recognition of octopus intelligence comes with serious ethical responsibilities. If these are sentient beings that can feel pain, pleasure, curiosity, and boredom, how should we treat them? The idea of large-scale octopus farming, for example, has sparked intense debate. Many scientists argue that confining such a smart and inquisitive animal to a sterile, empty tank would be inherently cruel. In response, places like California and Washington State have already moved to ban octopus farming. The octopus is a mirror reflecting the incredible possibilities of what a mind can be. It proves that intelligence is not limited to one evolutionary path. From its thinking arms and eloquent skin to its problem-solving skills, it challenges our human-centric view of the world. As our technology improves, we are slowly deciphering the silent language of this deep-sea intelligence, a language written in color, movement, and a quiet, knowing gaze. This journey is revealing as much about the nature of mind itself as it is about this magnificent creature. The silent language is beginning to be heard, and it is changing our world,